Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. This is Dylan with Tucson Future Classics, and that is our 2008 Chevy Corvette. If you're looking for a concourse or a car show Corvette, this is not the car for you. But if you're looking for a driver's car that you can beat 6 days of the week and twice on Sunday, track toy, freeway flyer, backroads bomber, whatever, this is the car for you. It has had a bit of a life before it came to us. So as you can see from the Z06 nose, the color matched inside of the headlights there, a little bit of bubbling paint here on the hood, and touch-up paint that used a slightly darker GM metallic blue than this was shot in. It's very much a 50-footer. But I'll tell you this, you can't see the paint from behind the wheel, and it looks good from 50 feet away, and even better at the apex of a corner. This has got the 3LT interior package and the Z51 performance package, so it's spec'd out about as highly and about as well as you could really get one of these. That means you get the LS3, the 6-speed automatic with the paddle shifters on the wheel. You get 18x9 and 19x10 staggered chrome wheels on it with Brembo 4-piston calipers on all ends, drilled rotors behind it, and a full Bilstein suspension behind that. It's got a dual mode valved exhaust and all of the performance goodies you would expect. This one being the 3LT even has the Bose premium sound, and coolest of all in my opinion, the heads-up display, which I'll show you when we get in the car. It's pretty deeply tinted, which is nice to keep the interior of this thing cool when you've got the roof on it, which, by the way, this is a Targa roof. It's not the full coupe, so that top comes off, and it will shortly. If you look below the color-matched ghost-flamed engine covers and air intake, you've got that 6.2-liter LS3 hiding. The alternators on these are fairly notorious for not putting out enough amperage. This one is a made in USA upgraded alternator with a higher amperage output to make sure it keeps up. Other than that, periodic maintenance stuff like coolant, oil, transmission fluid and filter, that kind of stuff has all been taken care of on this, as well as we did coils, plugs. Can't really see it, but down under there is a harmonic balancer that we took care of because the original ones tend to fail over time, and a fresh Duralast battery with upgraded connectors on it. Other than that, a fairly neat and tidy engine bay with an absolute powerhouse hiding in the middle. Out back, got a pretty big storage area hidden under this back glass. These Corvettes are pretty notorious for the old rule of being able to fit at least 2 golf bags in the back, and this by far meets, if not exceeds that. Golf bags, luggage, groceries, whatever. Got a couple little storage cubbies hiding in the extreme ends here and over here. Packed in one of those is the cover for the back glass to help minimize sun. And you've got your points here and here, where that Targa roof clips into. Quick look of it with the roof in the back. Those 2 mounting points being elevated keeps the roof high up, so you can actually fit a bunch of stuff underneath that roof. There's quite a bit of space. So just because you have the roof in the back doesn't mean you can't still have your stuff in there too. It's a pretty clever design. All right, in the pilot seat of the Corvette, you've got all of your comfort and convenience features like power windows, power mirrors, power door locks, memory for your seats over here, along with a middle button, which is an escape mode button, which drops the seat down and back to make it easier to get in and out. Your fuel door and your hatch poppers. These controls here are for one of the coolest features on any GM. Their heads-up display. I love this thing. It's so cool. Feels like you're in a fighter jet. So you've got 3 modes on these. You've got your street mode, which just shows your speedometer. Track mode 1 with a traditional tachometer. And track mode 2, where the tach sweeps over all of the gauges. You can also select whether you want it to show oil temperature, oil pressure, coolant temperature, transmission temp, all that up top. It's a really, really cool system to play with. Moving into the car itself, dashboard is here. Standard suite of gauges, coolant temp, oil pressure, tach, speedo, alternator, and fuel status. The middle is another multifunction display showing varying informations like your instant average fuel economy, range on the tank, oil pressures, temperatures, all that good, cool, nerdy stuff. Tons of information available to you as the pilot of this car. If you look up top, unfortunately, this being a C6 Chevrolet, it has done C6 dashboard things, but we do have a Corvette dashboard cover that matches those. I just wanted to show you the real condition of the car before we start prettying up things back in it. Here on the wheel, you've got a few controls. The paddles are for your transmission. If you're in sport mode, this pushing forward on the plus will shift up a gear, pulling back will shift you down a gear. And then here's the GM multi-stalk for your headlights, fog lights, and your cruise controls. These little buttons here control the stereo. Speaking of which, this is the factory GM system still in it. Touchscreen AM, FM, XM with CD, DVD, and it does in fact have the navigation as well, which does still sync the satellites, and it does still work, just not when I'm in a parking garage. But pretty cool system, and because it's got the Bose premium sound, it sounds pretty good too. Down below, climate controls, standard fare GM stuff. It's got dual modes, so driver and passenger can set their own temperatures, automatic here, and then how hot you want it, how hard you want it, and where you want it. Down below that, you've got heated seats, driver and passenger, and then the shifter for your 6-speed auto, where if you go into drive, it runs just like normal, but if you knock it all the way down to sport, you can see then these paddles start doing stuff. You'll see up here, if you can just see to the right-hand side, that number will change 1, 2, 3 as it pre-selects gears with the paddles. Pretty cool system. Down here is a traction control, which if you hit it once, it'll turn the traction off, or I'll reduce it. Hit it a second time, we'll go into competitive driving mode, where it uses the traction control and the ABS to help further put down the power and keep the car reeled in without slowing you down and cutting throttle. And if you were to do a long press, it will shut the entire traction control and stability management systems off. However, I wouldn't recommend that unless you're on a track or you really know what you're doing, because even with the big tires on this thing, it can and will step out on you. But other than that, you've got 2 cup holders here. Pretty standard fare, velvet lined center console with a cigarette lighter charger there. And then in the glove box, you've got RPO sheet, the Corvette plaque underneath the books here, and the factory books that came with this Corvette. But I think that's about enough of the inside of this thing. Let's go for a rip. All right. Start off before we even go out for a drive. Coming down through the parking garage here. Let you all listen to it. Since everything echoes in here, I got the top off. Can hear the suspension do its thing, the engine do its thing, and the brakes as I get on out of here. Yeah, that LS3 sounds pretty good echoing off of the parking garage. But yeah, no squeaks, no rattles, no clunks. Let's get this thing out on the roads and do a little bit higher speeds and show you some real driving. Out here on the highway, cruise control set at 75. We're holding right about 1700 RPM, getting 28 miles a gallon. These things are pretty notorious for if you road trip them and use them as daily drivers. They're great highway cars. Very aerodynamic, meaning that V8 doesn't have to work very hard at all to push you down the road. These pretty commonly get like 28 to 32 as you're just humming down the highway. And as you can hear, windows up, roof on. It's a pretty good and quiet place to be too. Got that AC set to 70 degrees, and it's just keeping me cool and comfy humming down the road. As we got completely open frontage road, show you a quick 0 to 40 to 0. Ready, set, go. It's good. Before I put the roof back on, I'll take you all through this little pretty rough roads in this little municipal and urban area here. Just so you can hear that even with, you know, the roof off and in the back over broken up pavement, it's nothing, no body panels are really squeaking together, suspension's not making any really ugly noises, that kind of stuff. But yeah, let's put the roof back on and get this thing up to speed. And just like that, we are back at our yard to wrap everything up on the Corvette. If you've liked what you've seen so far and you want to see more and learn more about this car, please visit us at TucsonFutureClassics.com. Our website will have the full listing on this vehicle, which has a suite of photos, a written description, and the Carfax Vehicle History Report. I do have to ask, we are an appointment-only dealership. We're only a 4-person operation down here, so when you're ready to come down and check this thing out, please send us a phone call, shoot us a text message, email us to info@TucsonFutureClassics.com, slide into our Instagram DMs, or hit us up on Facebook. Just get in touch with us ahead of time so we can make time to make the best possible introduction of this car to you. Hopefully I've been able to give you all the information you could ever want or need to make an informed decision on this Corvette. And if I have done that, well, I've been Dylan. We'll see you soon.